And for this broadcast, we've got some Rocket League. I'm Drake.
And I'm Easton.
And we are here to see Baker Wildcats face off against the Pitt State Esports Gorillas in a series of 5. Like I said, Rocket League. We're going to start off with some starting lineups. On the Pitt State side, we have frequently Jones, and we will refer to him as Jones. Jones is their kind of star-studded player. He's great on defense. We're going to see him all over the net, and he also plays some pretty good offense, but usually we'll see him play it pretty safe as he's just a defensive front. Gimme Zom Gaming and Acer are the other two for Pitt State, and those two are very, very good supports to Jones. We will refer to them as Gimme and Acer, respectively. And those guys, you'll see them a little bit more on the attack and a little less on the defense. See them push up field. On the other side of things, for Baker, you have 3 out of these 4 players. We have Seaman, Hobsoon, Bro Squivel, and Cumby Boy. So we'll get to see 3 of those guys on the field facing off against the Gorillas. Easton, what's a little bit of a breakdown of how last series went with the Pitt State team?
So last match was kind of unfortunate for Pitt. We didn't do that well, kind of inconsistent on our defense, and our offense wasn't all just there.
Yeah, it definitely fell short, especially offensively. Didn't get a lot of pressure going, not a lot of aggressiveness. Defensively, though, we put up quite a good front, especially for having to be on defense most of the time. But I think if we can limit that time where the ball's on our half of the field and push it down to their half, it should end up a little bit better today. Let's go ahead and jump into some keys to the game. Starting off with Baker, we have stopping the fast break. A lot of Pitt State's points come from that transition from defense to offense. So as long as Baker can shut that down and stop that transition, they should be pretty good, at least defensively, and they can easily turn that around, as we've seen that Pitt State has kind of fallen short aggressively. But like we said, if they turn that around today, it could change. Second up is minimize the double commits. Just making sure those big mistakes don't happen too often. You're going to see them in the game, but as long as you just minimize them, keep them down to a minimum, you should be pretty good. And also keeping up the pressure. We saw Pitt State has a really good defensive front, but as long as you keep the pressure on them, it's going to be really hard for Pitt State to hold for 80 to 90% of the game. On the Pitt State side of things, though, we have team chemistry, making sure we get those passing plays happening. A lot of times when we've seen those passing plays, we've seen a lot of success come from them. So that's very important, as well as playing aggressive and maintaining possession. Those two kind of go hand in hand, making sure that we're pushing down the field, keeping the ball on their side of the field, and maintaining those offensive possessions, as well as just controlling the ball a little bit, making sure that you're getting it around the defenders. Don't just tap it back to them, but instead control it. Easton, give us, what do you think going into this game, or this series rather?
Yeah, so basically Baker, what they have to do is, keep the ball on Pitt State's side. Now, if they can do that, they can score as many points as they can. They can break down their defense. While on Pitt State's side, they have to get the ball down there. So they're going to have to work their way up and make sure they're aggressive with their plays and getting the ball down the field. Yeah,
definitely. Well, with that being said, we're going to send it into game 1. Not quite. Players don't seem ready yet. But like you said, we saw it last series. Last series, a lot of defense from Pitt State. We need to see a little bit more offense. And we saw that whenever they put together those nice, team passing plays where they connect with, we saw a triple pass play connecting with all 3 of the teammates, and it just moved flawlessly. And these guys, both teams are full of great players. These guys are not amateurs. They've been playing the game for a long time. So we're going to expect some high-level gameplay. But as long as they stay a little bit consistent, keep it offensive, and keep the defense to a minimum, they should be pretty good. We've kind of said what we have for now. We're going to go ahead and send it to a quick break before game 1. Stay tuned here on Pitt State Esports. We'll see you here in a sec. Welcome back to the Pitt State Esports broadcast, and we're just moments away from the first game, but we're going to talk here a little bit more pregame, as we mentioned before. Pitt State not on campus for this matchup. Easton, give us a little rundown of that.
Yeah, so they're not really in their main environment. They're not all together. They're kind of talking over Discord right now, trying to think up of strategies, and they're not really in their zone right now.
Yeah, we saw that last series when they played off against, I believe it was Illinois State, the Redbirds. We saw that on Wednesday. They played off against them. They weren't on campus. Instead, they were at home playing remotely. And that didn't work out too well, especially seeing how they performed against Mizzou prior on campus, sent it to a 5-game series, competed pretty well. But then whenever they played Illinois State, didn't turn out as well. So, but, I don't think that quite justifies the lack of effort or, skill. These guys are good, don't get me wrong, but they just kind of fell short of expectations last time. And I still expect a lot out of them today. And I think that they could very well hold up against the Wildcats. But, thinking about on-campus sports, there's a lot of activities going on, lots of clubs. It's so cool to see the involvement of broadcasting, especially reaching out to the esports community and video games in general. But without further ado, I think we're just a couple minutes away. It seemed like Baker joined a competitive match before this one, so we did have to take a small pause before we started the tournament. But we're going to go ahead and send it to game one. Baker Wildcat. Oh, never mind. To break. And we'll see you back in a minute on the Pitt State Esports broadcast.
I've got a lot of things on my mind. Some things might make you laugh, some things might make you cry, some things might even compromise national security. Why is the internet so obsessed with cats? Hashtag dogs are better. Sorry, but it's true. I can't wait for my trip to Vegas this week, and hashtag Friday can't get here fast enough. Have a nice trip. I hate my job. My boss is such a Oh, crap.
The pack is back. Pitt State's Family 4-Pack, that is. Purchase 2 adult reserve seats to the Gorillas Hall of Fame, Homecoming, or regular season finale, and you'll receive 2 child reserve seats to the same game.
Welcome back to the Pitt State Esports broadcast. Excuse us for the technical difficulties that was on our side. But without further ado, we're into game one. Baker Wildcats versus the Pittsburgh State Gorillas. We've got Baker on the blue team and Pitt State on the orange. It seems that it is Cumby Boy right now. Baker with some defense getting settled into this game right now. We do not have three of the players that were mentioned on the Baker team. It seems frequently Jones on the offense right now. Excuse me. Gimme now with the touch. Cumby Boy on the save, no good. Dub Tuzzle is the other Baker player, as well as I believe that's KMBC. Yes, KMBC 9 News.
Yeah, we got KMBC and Dub Tizzle.
Very interesting names there, and Dub Tizzle with the first goal of the series puts Baker up 1-0.
Just as I mentioned their name.
Yes, and you know, we saw a little bit of an overcommit from Pitt State there, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We see a little more aggressiveness, not as much passive. They want to transfer that defense into offense, but Baker will win the kickoff there. Frequently Jones on the touch, and it gets past one. Goal! Frequently Jones. Quick kickoff goal there.
You know, this match is probably just to test the water, see how the teams are against each other, and find that matchup, see how aggressive they can play.
It definitely is going to be a bit of a warm-up match for these two teams, making sure they kind of find each other's play styles and then, you know, adjust accordingly. Pass to Dub Tizzle to Cumby Boy, blocked by Gimme. Jones now on the defensive. KMBC. Dub Tizzle now on the offense. Puts it in the corner. Aster clears it. Aster now kicks it towards the net. Jones is up for it. No good on the double touch. Cumby Boy to clear. Sends it down the left side. Now he puts it on net. Gimme, good block there. Dub Tizzle puts it on net and he scores another. He's got 2 on the contest now, and he puts Baker up 2-1.
That was a great follow-up by Dub Tizzle.
I mean, some great, see some good defense there, but unfortunately just a little bit of a collapse there gives Dub Tizzle an opening, and he capitalizes on the mistakes. Pitt State wins the kickoff on the 4th time. This one passed over to Dub Tizzle in the corner. Gimme on the aggressive play up in the air. Aster goes for that one and misses. This one cleared out by Cumby Boy. Jones now the only one back. He saves it and clears it. Jones and Aster get a little bit of a pinch and clear it out. And now it'll be Dub Tizzle, but it'll be hit by Aster first. To Jones. Jones with a good touch off the wall and no good. Aster still on the offense, but cleared by Dub Tizzle on the wall pinch. Gimme sends it back to the Baker side. KMBC to the corner. Jones now up for it, blocks the touch, and it'll go back to the Pitt State side where they will try to slow this one down. KMBC goes into the corner and misses. Gimme's on to Dub Tizzle. Tizzle now, no good on the touch off the wall. That would have been incredible had he got that one just a little bit closer. Probably could have put that on net. Cumby Boy off the wall. Kicks it to center field. Nobody home, so it'll be cleared by the Pitt State defense. Tizzle to the Pitt State side, cleared by Aster. And now they will go to the offense. Gimme's down there with Aster. It looks like an open net now, and Aster will get it. Second goal for Pitt State, and that one will go to Aster.
Just one small mistake by Baker, and Pitt State capitalized on it.
Yeah, definitely. Nobody was really around. You saw the last man back, I believe that was KMBC, and he just missed that clear, and then it left a wide open lane for Aster, and he got the second goal for Pitt State. This kickoff also won by Pitt State. And now it'll be Gimme and Jones on the offense. Jones goes for a bump, and he gets it. Gimme's on the third goal. Every team player has a goal now, and that sets them up 3-2.
We're seeing some amazing pressure by Pitt.
Yeah, I mean, great offense, especially on the kickoffs. We're seeing some great transitions, right into some aggressive offense right off the bat. And now with a minute 49 left, Pitt State's up by 1, 3-2. We see some great offense from both teams, though, so this is not out of the woods yet. Dub on the ceiling, kicks this one on net, and it'll be a pass to Cumby. Cumby with the goal, third goal of the day. Dub Tizzle with the assist. That was a great pass to Cumby, and he just centers that one up, and Jones just not quite quick enough to save it. A stopped kickoff, pretty neutral, but it'll be hit by Jones to send it into the offense. Gimme for the touch. He puts it on net, and that'll be his second goal of the game. It's 4-3 now, and Pitt State is rolling. Easton, what do you think of that one?
We're seeing a lot of good plays on both sides. Very aggressive.
Gimme, 2 goals now. Every other player with 1 on Pitt State's team. And Dub Tizzle as well with 2 goals. Cumby Boy on the attack, no good. Jones now to clear. Sends it to KMBC. Gimme. Gets it away from the net, and Jones with a 50. This one to Aister, to Jones. Jones gets a touch. It's headed to the net. Could it be in? No good off the post. Aister on the commit, no good, and Gimme wasn't quick enough. Dub off the wall. Saved by Jones, but hit away by Boy, and back to KMBC. This is crazy. Less than a minute left in this game, and KMBC puts it in off the post. That'll be their second goal of the game. What a shot and what a play by Baker. Seeing some great rotations offensively and defensively from both of these teams, and it has really worked out. Any mistakes are ending up in goals one way or another. Jones to center. Gimme on the attack, no good. Dub will clear. This will be hit by Aister. Back to Boy. Boy to clear, no good. KMBC past Jones and gets past their last line of defense. Is he quick enough to get there? No, it'll roll up the wall, and Gimme on the clear. Aister hits it instead. Jones will definitively clear it, but no. Back to Dub. To Jones. Jones sends it into the Baker corner, and it looks like we are due for overtime unless something crazy happens here, and it very well could. Jones clears it to the opponent's side. Tizzle knocks it down, and it'll go into overtime. 4-4 is the score. Overtime kickoff in Pitt State's favor, but it will be retaliated by Boy. Dub now. Hits it to Jones. Jones doing some air movement, and Gimme on the follow-up. No good. It'll be a one-on-one situation. Aister on Boy. Dub to Jones, and Jones just not able to kick that one away, and Dub will get the final goal. He'll have a hat trick on the game, and Baker will win that one 5-4. Easton, what an action-packed game for game 1 of the series.
You know, Pitt State was looking like a completely different team from the last game. They really picked it up.
Yeah, offensively especially, they have looked really, really well, at least in this game so far. We're going to go ahead and take a small break here before game 2. We'll see you back on the Pitt State Esports Twitch. Welcome back to Pitt State Esports. We're here to see Baker play off against the Pitt State Gorillas. We've already got one game down, and Baker took the win on that one in an overtime 5-4 victory. Looking at game 2, what should we expect, Easton?
You know, from both teams, they were playing very aggressive, so I can expect some very aggressive plays and some amazing pressure on both sides.
Should be a pretty high-scoring game from what we saw in game 1, but we're going to go ahead and send it to game 2. Pitt State down by 1 in the series. And here we go. The kickoff in the favor of Baker, but Aster on the quick clear. No good, will be blocked by KMBC on the double touch, also no good. Boy up for the ball, it's headed to the net. No good, and it won't be blocked by Jones and Dub. That's his 4th game of the series. He had a hat trick in the first one, and he'll claim the first goal here in the second game.
Now Dub is really looking like their team leader. He's really carrying all the goals, making sure all the plays are going right, and he's taking it to the net.
He's more or less their finisher. I mean, any time that the ball gets near the net, he has just been there to tap it in and make sure that that play succeeds. He clears that one there, and Jones now up for the save. He'll send it into the corner. KMBC to kick it off to Aster, and he'll clear. On the Baker side now, Gimme puts this one top right, but it'll go off the wall. Dub for the clear, gets it past 2, and it's headed in the Pitt State side. Gimme now with the clear to Aster. Aster just barely misses that one bottom right, and that would have been a crazy goal. Great connection there, just unfortunately does not land the goal, and now it's headed on the Pitt State side. Jones to clear. Some great aerials there, and Dub now kicking it away from the net. Boy to clear to Aster. Aster keeps up the aggressive pressure, and Gimme goes for that one but misses. Dub now has a wide open net. I don't know quite what happened there. May have just been a triple commit, but it looked like all 3 Baker players were on the Pitt State side and nobody was even home to block it.
Yeah, it looked like there was a bit of miscommunication and no one rotated back.
Yeah, just a little lack of rotation. But 2-0 now, still 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes left in this one, so can go either way. Great pinch by Jones, goes off the backboard. And now Gimme to keep the pressure up, but will be cleared by Dub. KMBC and Dub on the connection. Dub, ooh, almost with a double tap there. Boy hits it off the wall. Jones and Aster. Aster looked like he may have taken that one away from Jones, but it works out. Dub hits it out of the corner, centers it almost for Jones. Jones puts it on net, but will save by Boy. Aster centers it up again, but nobody home to put that one away. KMBC playing the offense. Boy almost gets a goal there, but will be blocked by Gimme. Dub puts it on net again, and he'll get his third goal. That's a hat trick for Dub, and he's got 6 of the 5 goals from Baker.
Yeah, now Dub is really looking like he's knowing where the ball's going to go. You know, he's got that perfect positioning to line up a shot.
Yeah, he's really reading this Pitt State defense. Overall, Dub has really put the hammer down in this contest so far, and Pitt State needs to put something together, at least offensively, if they want to stand a chance in this game. 2:47 left, and Jones looking to clear. No good. Gimme and Boy on the 50. Aster and Boy on the 50, and no good. Boy will put that one away for the 4th goal. Now down by 4 with 2:39 left. Those quick goals have somehow turned around into Baker's favor.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure is building up on both sides, and Baker is taking advantage of it.
Baker has some very quick movements, and it seems like they're winning just about every single 50 as well. Jones to go off the back wall. Seems like he has changed up his decal since last game. Maybe a little bit of superstition involved there. But right now it's not quite working out. KMBC to add some pressure, but Aster to clear. Boy keeps this one under control and gets it over Aster, gets it past Gimme as Dub, and now it's Dub v. Jones. Dub barely misses that flick, and KMBC will be demoed by Gimme. Jones, a little aerial action. Gets a dunk, but won't go in. And now Gimme and Aster get a little connection, and Aster misses that one just barely again off the crossbar. Jones pins it up against the wall and looks like he might have a solo play, but now it's Gimme. Gimme goes up, no good. Jones now for the tap off the crossbar again. And now Boy to clear. Jones keeping up the Pitt State offense, and now just a minute 30 left, and they have to make up 4 goals. And right now, luck is not in their favor, as they've had 3 close calls, and none of them have fallen. Oh, and what a clear. Desperation mode has sent a triple commit, and Dub puts that one on net for his 4th goal and the 5th goal for Baker.
You can see the nerves are really kicking in for Pitt.
Yeah, they've kicked it into desperation mode. I mean, you're down by 4, a minute left. You've got to be going for everything, and unfortunately, it is not working in their favor. Gimme on the kickoff, and now Dub to clear. This one kicked over to KMBC to keep the attack going. Jones will clear that one and keep up some pressure. Acer to get up. He's just a little bit slow. Dub, very, very quick player, has been on top of everything. Jones clears that one. What a shot from Boy. Boy to finish, and he'll put that one away for his 2nd goal and the 6th goal for Baker. And I think that's just, I think we've seen the nail in the coffin already, but if that wasn't, I don't know what is.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to come back from that with only less than a minute left.
Gonna need at least a goal every 10 seconds. Highly unlikely, especially at this level of play. You just don't see it very often. Dub to clear, kicks it away, and now he puts this one on net. Aster saves, but Boy just barely misses that one, and it'll be KMBC Jones to start the attack. And it just seems like Jones has kind of been setting up some good offensive pressure, but unfortunately nobody's really been there to support. Very passive play style from Pitt State. And Gimme will finish that one for KMBC and give him his 1st goal of the game. Unfortunate. I mean, it's kind of just a little bit of a collapse on Pitt State's side.
Yeah, I mean, they probably figured out they already don't have this one, so.
Yeah, 22 seconds, down by 7. You're gonna need a literal kickoff goal every single time. But unfortunately, won't happen this time. We're looking at a very likely 2-0 lead in the series for Baker. But we haven't seen, I mean, I've seen crazier comebacks, especially in series of 5. You can very well pull this one back together and pull off a win or 2, put it into game 5, and really put the pressure on. One game is really all it takes to start some momentum. See them keeping up the ball here. This game finally ends. Baker takes that one, but like I was saying, you know, if Pitt can claim this next game, they could very well put together some momentum, get some nerves rolling for Baker, but Baker just laid the hammer down. Not a single goal scored by Pitt.
Yeah. I mean, 7-0, but, you know, they could bring it back in the next game.
They very well could.
0-7. Who knows?
Yeah, it very well could. But with that being said, we're going to send it to a short break. We'll be back on Pitt State Esports. Welcome back to Pitt State Esports. If you're just tuning in, we're 2 games down. I'm Drake Miller.
And I'm Easton Stomanich.
And we're down 2-0. Pitt State down in the series. Series of 5, and this is game 3. Also, if you're just tuning in, Pitt State, the orange team, and Baker, the blue. Pitt State to clear, that's Gimme. And now Aster. Aster seems to have switched up his car from the last 2 games, usually using the Mantis, and now using the Octane. And
maybe he thinks the Mantis is some bad juju.
Yeah, and we've seen 2 decal changes from Jones as well. So very, very well could be some superstition involved. Some good back and forth action so far in this game. It'll be Jones now to hit it to Aister. Aister just a little slow to that one, but Dub will get the clear. Aister taps it back to the Baker side, and the battle bus used by KMBC. You don't see that one every day,
No,
especially
you don't.
not competitive.
No, you don't.
He was previously using, I believe it was
The Volkswagen.
the Civic, I
Yeah.
think is what it was, the
Oh,
Honda
yeah.
Civic. So very interesting to see him using the battle bus. Maybe a little meme if he's feeling confident in winning this series. Dub to add some pressure. Will be clear or tapped up by Pitt State. Ooh, a whiff by Aister. Don't like to see those, but no matter. It'll be on Baker's side now. And Dub with some great aerial control and Gimme on the save. Boy centers the ball up for KMBC, but he'll barely miss that one. Kicks it back out to Boy, and now it'll be taken by Jones, who'll get bumped by KMBC. Boy on the pressure. A little double commit from Gimme and Aister. And now Dub. Ooh, nice double tap, but safe by Jones. Gimme sends this one away. Keeps it up against the wall and looks for a center, but no good. We blocked by Dub. Dub v. Jones, and Jones will get the best of him there. Goes for a little wave dash, unsuccessful. Gets tangled up on the wall. Boy centers it up for KMBC. Back to Boy. Boy hits it up the wall. KMBC now for the aerial. No good, blocked by Jones. Aister now to Dub. Dub to keep the pressure up, and this one will be cleared by Boy, and Boy will finish that goal. An assist from Dub, and Baker will take a 1-0 lead in the third game. Easton, what do you think of that one?
There's just so much things going on. There's crazy pressure happening, and it's going to be really hard for this.
It's very hard for Pitt State to keep up with that pressure, and we saw two players kind of stacked up there at the end, and Jones was just kind of off to the side. He hit a perfect gap, and he placed the ball just perfectly in the net, allowing them to score their first goal and to give them a very comfortable lead. I mean, you're up 2-0 in the series, and now you've got a 1-0 lead in the game with just over 2 left. I mean, over half the game gone. You're feeling really good.
Yeah, I'm betting they're feeling really confident and maybe starting to let loose, and maybe Pitt State can take advantage of that.
Unfortunately, not yet, though, as Dub gets his first goal. Wow. I mean, Dub has just been a star-studded player in this series.
Yeah, and if you've noticed, he's back as much as he is front. He's saved a lot, too.
Oh, yeah. I think he's got 4 saves on the contest so far, if I read that stat line correctly, which is absolutely insane. That's 4 shots and 1 save, but still, I mean, he's just all over the field and adding pressure wherever he's needed. This one's sent to the Pitt State side, tapped over Jones, and that'll be an easy tap in for Dub. His second goal, and now Baker's up 3-0. Unfortunate. I mean, just what a touch by Boy. He's been a great support player as well. I can't look past him, and KMBC as well. They've been very consistent so far in this contest and in this series that it looks highly improbable that we will get past them. Gimme on the clear, no good. Jones taps that one up, gives the team some time, and not a good enough clear. This one looks like it'll fall. And Dub with his 3rd hat trick of the series. He will have, I mean, if they go down and win this game, he will have a hat trick in every game.
Yeah, I mean, if Pitt State cannot bring this back, it's the end.
Yeah, 4-0 is the lead. 1:31 left on the clock, and this is just not looking probable as KMBC, what a play shot. Yeah, I mean, this has got to be, they've got to be messing with us at this point.
Yeah, I think Baker's just broken them down to where Pitt State has nothing to do.
Yeah, Pitt State's just in a kind of shambles right now. We lost last series, but unfortunately this probably won't end up being a win. But let's see if we can put together some goals here towards the end of Game 3. KMBC up for it. Jones with a good shot. Oh, saved by Dub. And now Jones to clear. This will be hit to Dub. Dub hits it in.
Great goal by Dub.
Yeah, what a score. I mean, there's not a lot to be said about that one. I don't really know if that was purposeful or not.
I mean, he's scoring on both ends
You
at
ought to
this
throw
point.
a flag on him for taunting, but
Unsportsmanlike.
throw him out of the game. 5-1's the score. Pitt State still down by 4. It is possible. 1 minute left in the game, and Gimmy's going up the wall. Dub to clear. Hits it to Aister, and now into the corner. Dub hits it again to KMBC. Aister with the clear. Aister now hits it to the Baker side. And now Boy on the clear, and he'll get a double touch. And
There we
Aister will
go.
get the goal.
There we go.
It's like
They can win by not
this
scoring a single
this gotta
goal.
be on purpose at this point, right?
Honestly.
What a 5-2, 45 seconds left. It is very possible. We've seen crazier comebacks here, folks. Aister on the kickoff will lose it, but it will be hit to Gimme. And now Jones to clear. Gimme to clear now. Jones up on the backboard. Hits this one into the corner. Aister now will be deflected by KMBC, and he'll add the offensive pressure. KMBC demoed by Aister, and now Dub on the touch back to the Baker side. Boy clears it back to the Pitt side and tries to go for an offensive push. Gets it past Aister. Jones there, hits it into the corner. No good from KMBC. He's on the wall. No good from Dub, and it's a wide open net. And Gumby Boy will score his second goal of the game, 6-2, and I believe that will be the nail in the coffin, folks. Wow, what a series. It's not over yet, so I won't give my closing remarks just yet. 6-2's the score, 8 seconds left. And now the kickoff will go in Pitt State's favor. I think that was the first kickoff that went in our favor. And Jones, what a double tap off the backboard. What a goal.
Hey, I mean, at least
one.
Jones is showing his skills.
Yeah, look at this one. What an angle.
Crazy.
And the guy was up there for the squishy save. I believe that was KMBC, but just a little too slow to the action. And Jones asserting his leadership there. As the clock hits 1, it is now impossible for Pitt State to win this one. And Baker will take the series 3-0. Dub Tissel with his third MVP of the series and his third hat trick as well. I mean, it was a little disappointing to see Pitt State go down like this, especially game 2, 7-0. But it was a pretty exciting game, very fun to watch. Saw a couple own goals there, which were a little bit comical, but it was a fun series regardless.
It was indeed. Who knows what could have happened after that first round, but obviously it did not go into Pitt State's favor. It was 4-5. I mean, they were keeping up the pressure. Both teams were doing good.
Yeah, and 4-5, like you said, they looked like they were very competitive teams. This looked like it was going to go down as like a series to go down in history. But then we see the 7-0. We see the 7-0. We see the 6-3 with the 2 own goals. But didn't quite end up how we wanted it. But frequently Jones really putting together a show throughout the whole series, especially in that last game, got really, I don't want to say the only real goal for Pitt State, but he got a very cool one regardless with that little double touch off the backboard. He's been quite the player all season so far in all the broadcasts that we've done, all the series that we've covered. But he's really just been the key player for Pitt State. And without further ado, that will be the end of our broadcast. Unfortunately, a little bit short. Thanks to Easton and the rest of the broadcasting crew with me today. I'm Drake Miller, and that will be it for Pitt State Esports. Tune in another time, and we will have more broadcasts for you later. Thank you, and thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Thank you, guys.